You cannot and will not be successful with small, floppy, flaccid delts. If you've got small delts, you walk around looking like a lamppost, like this. That's not cool. That was me years ago. I felt shit. Trust me, it's not cool. And for as long as you kid yourself that you love having small, flaccid, floppy, skinny delts, it's holding you back. And today is the day you're gonna blow them the fuck up, and I'm gonna show you how to sort them out, because big delts are gonna give you, one, a lot more confidence in yourself walking around. You're gonna have a lot more presence physically. You're gonna demand respect, authority in any room, which can lead to everything. It could be a woman, it could be in business, and someone approaches you because straight away they think, disciplined, fucking legend, I wanna speak to him. And now you're through the door without even having to open a conversation. Someone's just come to you because you demand respect from having big, broad, chunky shoulders. I also think it's huge for success with your lifestyle, because as soon as you start to walk around with that confidence in yourself, and you do know you've got that presence and you demand respect, your personal standards are gonna go up in all areas of life, and these are gonna translate into business and creating your lifestyle, which is ultimately the end goal for 99% of the people that I speak to. Yes, I work directly with people on their physique and their lifestyle, but most people, it all starts with the physique in order to create that dream lifestyle. Well, everybody, in fact. So when we want to raise our personal standards, we have to get in the fucking best shape of our lives. Delts, chest, shoulders, back, well, all of it. But delts are the first thing people notice, because it's that width in your top line and such a contrast to your waist. This is what demands respect. Now, all of these movements are actually lateral delt movements. And the reason behind this is we're gonna be hitting your front delt so much throughout your programming anyway. We're doing chest work, all flat press, incline press chest work throughout the week. If we're hitting chest 2-3 times a week, we're hitting front delt so frequent. So it's a waste of time, and it's just excess waste volume doing more dumbbell pressing overhead or front raises. I see people just faffing around like little drips doing this all day. That's not gonna build you your delts that you're after. We want the width, we want the balls, we want the Boulder caps, right? If we wanna do that, it's the lateral delt we're after. It's not that front delt and rear delt don't matter, but we're gonna be hitting those through other movements. We're gonna be nailing your front delt, doing pressing for chest, and we're gonna be hitting your rear delts when we're doing things like T-bar rows and pronated grip rows for your back. So we don't really need to prioritize isolating those. It's the laterals, which we won't really be hitting through other big compound movements. The first one, dumbbell lateral raise. Now, you've probably all done this. You're gonna be thinking, Tom, that is no new news to me, but it's how I want you to execute them. I see so often them getting flown around like fucking chickens trying to take off. That is not gonna build your delts. Now, I'm gonna fire it up on the screen here. I want you to tilt your hips back so your angle of your chest is slightly forward. This means that the tension effectively goes from here when you raise, or when you come this way, it's gonna come here. Now, that is simply because of the angle of force that we're gonna be driving from. So having that setup is really important. And then we wanna keep the tension on the whole time. So instead of the flap, I want you to have them only come down to here. That means the tension is always switched on, and we've got this gap here. From here, we're gonna drive up, squeeze, control, 2, 3, drive up, squeeze, control, 2, 3. As opposed to massive heavy weights, bent arms, swinging them around. Your muscle doesn't have a fucking clue what weight is on that dumbbell. It cares about what tension is going through that delt. So 1 second up, squeeze, control down. Don't let them switch off and get floppy and flaccid, because if they're floppy and flaccid in the bottom, they will stay like that forever, all the time. Keep them switched on. Drive, powerful, control down. So that's your dumbbell lateral raise. I want this fucking nailed, and I want some videos being sent across too of this being performed well. Now, the second one is the GOAT of all delt movements, the lying cuffed lateral raise. And this is so good because effectively you are under tension the whole time due to the exercise profile of the cables. So from here, we are going to be under tension in a lengthened position in the delt and in a shortened position at the top. So it's really, really good for ensuring that we're getting tension the whole way through. And because we're in a secure environment on a bench, takes away any swing within our upper body. So we can really push to failure whilst keeping tension and form on point. Third exercise is just a single arm standing cuffed raise. Now, if you don't have the cuffs for these movements, I would say just use a D handle. But I would actually say just order the fucking cuffs, boys, because this is gonna help you out massively. It's hold off getting the cuffs, use a D handle, get 6 out of 10 results, or you get some cuffs for between 5 and 20 quid on Amazon or wherever, and then you'll blow them up. The results you want is in the work you're not doing. So what are some cuffs? Take note. Trust me, these exercises have absolutely blown up my delts compounded over time. So the single arm, same principle, cuff in the bottom. I want us to treat this like the dumbbell. We're gonna drive up, squeeze, control, 2, 3, down, drive up. We don't want any floppy, flimsy action. Now, these exercises are fucking great, but as I've kind of iterated on during this video, exercise execution, tempo, intensity, and training volume combined with these movements is what's going to cause them to blow up. We can do whatever movement we want, no matter how magical it is, and if we're executing it poorly, with low intensity, with shit tempo, and not enough training volume, they're not going to grow. So this is really important. I want you to film yourself, set up a tripod, make sure you're executing them as well as you can and push into complete failure. This is what's going to blow them up. Now with training volume, this is going to be unique person to person on obviously how much of a priority they are. Now for anybody who's just wanting to blow up their top line and wants to take the thinking out of how much training volume do I need? We've got our lean gain training program. It's usually £299 one-off and it's now $9.99. So make sure that if you are looking to go through a big push phase and you're looking to put in some serious size, everything's done for you in there. These exercises are going to be included as well as some of my other favorites, but obviously all the training volume's taken care of and it's going to sort the rest of your physique out as well. But these 3 exercises are crucial to blowing them up. Just be mindful about the training volume, the intensity, the execution, and the tempo throughout. Tempo as a rule of thumb, 3 second eccentric, 1 second in the bottom, 2 second concentric, and then 1 second squeeze at the top. This recipe is gonna blow them up. Now, don't quit on this after doing it for 2 weeks, or 6 days, or 3 weeks. Do these exercises for 6 months, and I mean that. People are chopping and changing, but what you need to do is the staple movements that work. I want you to do them every week, consistently, and progress at them. Guys, I hope you found this really valuable. If there is anything I can do to help you on a one-to-one basis, feel free to just drop me a message on Instagram. I do try and get through as many DMs as I can. Some I do miss, I understand, but I'll always try and get back to you. We've got our lean gain program, which is going to help anybody who is just looking to go through serious physique development. It's very men's physique style, thick top line, chest, back, shoulders, arms, tight midsection, and then legs, all aesthetic as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.